Okay, everybody, we are officially back with our next video. Welcome back to a brand new week here in Azeroth. The war within continues, and as you can see, hold up, ready to go, ready to queue up, is a Queen's Fall, the final wing of Nerub-ar Palace. And we've only got a couple of bosses to take out for this one, and we'll probably get a good little chunk of storyline at the end of this when we take out Queen Ansurak. Hopefully we won't run into any major snags. We won't have a bad group that gets us all killed time and time again, as is the case, as was the case with Azj-kahet in the first run of the first grade of the previous expansion. And honestly, that's kind of how it is with a lot of these expansion runs. Whenever the first grade comes out, the final boss of that first grade always takes a little bit of getting used to, because all the mechanics involved, you've got to figure out how it all works. I know Sire Denathrius was a fantastic character and a great fight, but that took a little bit of practice. I'm pretty sure I did not get that on the first try. And I got a sneaky suspicion we're not going to get Ansurak on the first try either, just like nobody got Azj-kahet on the first. Man, if you did not know the mechanics for Azj-kahet, your butt was doomed big time. So, alright, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and queue on up for Queen's Fall. And we're going to give you guys a little bit of a refresher as to what this is all about. Ooh, we're going to have a world boss getting this round here down at Azj-kahet. That'll be fun. Alright. So, here's Nerub-ar Palace. And we got a couple of... we have the final two bosses that we're going to knock out in this wing. First is the Silken Court. And then the Silken Court consists of Anub'arash and Skane-spinner Takaj. These are the two that were bickering with each other during one of the last bits of quest line in Azj-kahet, which led to getting this quest over here, which is the kill the final boss thing. For the record, I like the fact that they made it a point to at least incorporate some of the bosses of this raid in with the storyline, but it really would make things a whole lot more interesting, and draw the audience in a whole lot more, as far as I'm concerned, if a whole lot more time was spent on each individual boss. I can think of, for example, back in Legion, phenomenally written expansion. My personal favorite out of all the expansions over the years. And that's including Wrath of the Lich King. And Wrath was fantastic, as many will agree, I'm sure. But I can think of, off the top of my head, in the final zone, leading up to the... you know what? No. I'm wrong. I actually think of Warlords of Draenor. As much crap as Warlords of Draenor got, man, Hellfire Citadel was killer. And there were several bosses in there that had their own quest lines prior to going into that raid. And they were... And they drew you in. And they made you, get involved in the story of these bosses and how they had become corrupted by Gul'dan, and it gave us incentive to want to take them out. That's always great. To have reason for it. It's one thing to have to just put random bosses in that are tough, but it makes it so much more satisfying when you know the story behind the bosses, and it leads up to the fight, because they're looking forward to facing them, and you want to take out those bosses. I'm telling you right now, Sire Denathrius, we wanted to take that guy out. Brilliantly written character back in Shadowlands. As much hell as people gave for that expansion. It did have its high points, and Sire Denathrius and Castle Nathria, absolutely fantastic. Anyway, that's my tangents. So, quick overview. Let's see. Scarab Lord Anub'arash and Skein Spinner Tikaj are Queen Ansurak's most trusted advisors. Yet these two powerful Nerubians harbor a hatred for each other, even more powerful than their loyalty to the throne. So basically, it's the arguing duo boss fight, which we've seen in various dungeons and or raids in various expansions over the years. They're just redoing the formula. Then the loyalty to the throne, while unleashing their considerable strength onto their enemies. Each also fights to ensure their counterpart doesn't survive. Well, that's an interesting twist to the fight. Not only are they, we've got two bosses that actually hate each other so much they're gonna do something to take each other out in the process. That's kind of interesting. All right, you have my attention, Blizzard. That's kind of a new thing for that kind of a dynamic for a boss. And of course, we have Queen Ansurak herself. We are going to take out. She's got a whole lot of ads that we're going to have to fight over the course of that. Oh man, this is going to be a whole lot of trash. This is going to be a lot of trash we're going to have to fight in this boss fight. After revelation of traitors in her court, Queen Ansurak decides she must eradicate the palace's invaders herself. However, paranoia over whom she can trust gnaws at her psyche. With her allies dwindling, Queen Ansurak may delve into dark powers to attain victory. So she's going to get powers of the void through Xal'atath, I'm sure. Even if that means her most loyal soldiers become her next meal. So she's going to chow down on her allies to become stronger. It's like the insect queen in Yu-Gi-Oh! For anybody that gets that reference right there. That's a dated reference for you. Let's see. Alright, so this is kind of an interesting fight. So probably one of the prime mechanics, I'm guessing, is keep the ads away from the boss, because if she eats the ads, then she gets stronger or gets a shield, and that takes forever to go down or something along those lines. Alright, so what do we got here? Alright, average wait time 13 minutes. We are 6 minutes in right now, so we have a little time to go over the fights. Alright, so for the Silken Court, Lords of the Silken Court fight as rivals for the Queen's favor, alternately assaulting their enemies with Web Bomb and Reckless Charge. Web Bomb flings sticky knots of webbing throughout the chamber, slowing chambers. Okay, so slow down. Alright, the central knot erupts when touched, inflicting 1,000,000 nature damage to players within 10. Okay, so there's a center knot of the web that we have to stay away from. But we have to be careful not to touch any of the other stuff because we're going to get slowed down. It's probably one of those big AoE things, and they're going to make it harder for us to get out of the AoE because they slow us down. So then that's when my heroic leap will come in. Alright, and Reckless Charge, Anub'arash charges forward, inflicting 1.7 million nature. Okay, so dodge. Frontal assault, dodge. And his path upon colliding with a wall, Anub'arash releases a deadly shockwave that inflicts 1.5. Okay, so he's going to crash into a wall as well, which causes a mini earthquake, basically, I guess. Alright, and upon reaching 100 void energy, Tikaj descends into void form and begins to shatter existence. And that's a shield absorbing. Okay, so there's shield. Okay, so when attack gets to 100 void energy, 70 million shield, 70 million HP shield that the team is going to have to take out. All right. What was the last part? While the shield holds, Tack unleashes an entropic barrage every 16 seconds and spins cones of webs throughout the chamber. Alright, so while the shield is up, there's another pesky attack that we're going to have to avoid, which is probably the stack attack, it looks like. Alright, after rejoining the battle, Anub'arash begins to summon stinging swarms as Takashi evolves I'm sorry. Attack evokes cataclysmic entropy. Alright, so the swarm from Anub'arash. Alright, so swarms of insects on the title. Let's see. Nature damage increases the damage by. Okay, so it's probably a debuff, I'm guessing. Upon removal, the swarm releases a stinging burst, and the stinging swarm transfers to all. Okay, so this is a kind of the equivalency of a poison effect that transfers to other players that you are standing by while you have it on you. Kind of like the transfer effect in the 4 boss fight in the first raid of the Great Gates expansion in Vault of Incarnates, the 4 boss council. That's in that one, kind of the same deal. Alright, upon reaching 100 anger, Anub'arash enters a raging fury and unleashes a spike storm. Anub'arash shields it. Oh, and he's got a shield. He's got a 70 million HP shield. When the shield holds, Anub'arash holds a size every 27 seconds, causes spike eruption throughout. Okay, so alright, so there's 100 stacks. It's void energy for talk and anger, the equivalent of rage. Warrior Rage, I'm assuming. Alright, so take off those shields ASAP when we get on these guys. Alright, now with both members of the court at their full power, Anub'arash storms across the chamber with reckless charge as Takash conjures this thing again, which is it's 2.4 million shadow damage. Ooh, gotta avoid the hell out of that right there. Alright, that's another dash attack. Yeah, that's another dash attack. Charging forward. Okay. So, Reckless Charge is the big, strong attack from Anub, and Cataclysmic Entropy is the big one from Tak. Alright, so I pretty much have the gist of those mechanics, I believe. We'll find out how rough this fight is going to be when we get in, but Ansurak, this is going to be the big one right here. Alright, so as the battle begins, Ansurak ejects reactive froth and then unleashes Venom Nova. Reactive froth. When a player touches the froth, it inflicts 250,000 nature damage to the and knocks them into the air. Alright, so don't touch the froth. Stay away from the froth. Alright, and unleashes Venom Nova, disperses froth into a pool of acid, and launches a froth. Okay, so this is avoid the gunk on the ground, basically, kind of thing. And if you touch it, then it spews off and creates additional pools, I think. Ansurak tries to feed on her weakened enemies with predation. Ansurak attaches predation threads to all players and gains a web shield that absorbs 74 million. There's another shield we're going to have to take up. Right now, look. While shielded, she assaults players with paralyzing venom and occasionally yanks players towards her, devouring any that get within 12 yards. Okay, so that's probably an insta-death. So stay the hell away from her because she'll eat you up. She's a man-eater. Alright. After players break the... there it is! Rats. Okay, well, we're going to have to get to the rest of this when we get inside. Well, let's see. After players break her web shield, begins ascending to her private chamber. Okay, so it's a second... there's one phase and a second phase. They prepare to unleash cosmic apocalypse. These are the reinforcements. Devoted worshiper. Okay, map. Well, they're in. Okay. All right. So in phase 2, we got to get rid of the ads ASAP.
The conspirators are here. After I kill them, I will expose the traitor in our midst.
The only thing you will expose is your weakness. I will crush these insurgents in the name of Queen Ansurak.
Likely to cover your own treachery. After I rend them, I will
the two bickering bosses. Oh, we're going right on in here. Somebody ditched right as we're going.
You have your scars. Your lives are forfeit.
Oh, yikes. That's a charge. Forgive my lack of commentary during this fight. I'm just trying to stay focused here, guys. Keeping my eyes peeled for all possible attacks that just pop up out of nowhere. Alright, so Anub'arash is at 100. He's going to pop his shield here pretty soon. Oh, yikes. Alright. Alright, so we're fighting through her shield first. Alright, we got through her shield. Well, I guess alright. Alright, so I guess they had the shields go up simultaneously? No, well, here's the thing. Anub'arash is all the way back down to that. Did I miss the shield? Was I not paying attention? Did they have the other shield up on the first character? Or? Oh well. Oh boy, whole lot of crap on the ground. Whole lot of crap on the ground. Alright, so now he's the one with the shield that goes center. Alright. Hold on a moment. Avoid all that stuff. Aha, alright. Alright, breaking through this shield. Breaking through that shield. Ah, there we go. There we go. Alright. Okay, okay. Avoid the spikes. Avoid the spikes. Safety dance. Safety dance. Alright, alright. Alright, Court, you're going down. You're going down. Bam! Got him. What is it? Oh, look at that! I automatically got something, which is a neck that is not an upgrade that I'm just going to end up vendoring. Oh, that's a Warbound thing, though. That's something I can send to another one.
All of you! Guards! Kill them all!
What is this? 593 trinkets, which is an upgrade. All right. Well, that's a nice little one too. All right. I'm blindly putting in the thing for it first. All right. Fear. Pesky fear. Hate fear. Alright. There's Ansurak up there. Alright. Gessa and Reza. Not much imagination when it comes to some of these names, Blizzard. Love the violin. Love the violin. Nice touch.
I must thank you for exposing the rot within my court. None of them were worthy of ascension.
Odds north, even south. Alright, so even south. Oh, Bach Kendi. Fantastic. Alright, Clayer's breaking through the wood. Okay. Alright. We're going to play this breach or private chamber. So, okay, so this is a 3-phase. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3. Part 1 we went over when we spoke earlier. Part 2 was all about getting the ads, pretty much. Part 3, we'll find out. No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Avoid that stuff. Okay, this is the one where we gotta stay away. Okay.
Necrotic flesh! Tainted blood! Your blood is mine!
No, it's not. Can't have my blood. Woo out. Woo out.
Necrotic flesh! Tainted blood!
All right.
Subjects of the Empire, prove your loyalty! My life for the Empire!
Okay, this is where we split. This is where we split. All right. Is this one of those things where we get blown off? Yep. Okay. Just like almost identical to the switch of the thing in the Azj-kahet fight, where we get blown to different platforms. Same mechanics. Same mechanic. Come on, guys. Where's the new? Where's the new? Oh boy. Stay away from that. Alright. Alright, all things considered, I think I'm doing alright. First time in this place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players dead. I'm still alive.
Ascension is the only path towards saving the Nerub-ar That means the extermination of non-believers. So be it.
Ascension is the only path, and we must. Whoa, yow! Okay. Wasn't expecting that.
Entire generation of Nerubians is tainted. Word ascension. Food for my transformation.
Oh, so now she's a void creature. Such dramatic music. Great boss music fight. Or great boss music for the fight, I should say. I'm just gonna stay behind her if I can. Oh, what is this? What is this? Oh, wow, okay. Alright. Oh, yeah, that was, okay. That's something to avoid. I see ads. I see ads. Alright. Almost. She's at less than 10%. Oh yeah, you're going down. You're going down, Queenie. Oh, man. Whew, had to pop another potion right there at the end. Got her! Boom! Alright. Down she goes. Alright, we get our cutscene.
Slender is the strand that guides your destiny.
Xal'atath? Yes.
So easily overlooked, yet cutting deeper than the sharpest blade. Shh. It's almost over. Your ambition was rare, you know. Yet despite even betraying your own mother, here you are. You promised nothing. Yet I gave you everything. You were just not enough.
Pity me.
I don't. You were a means to an end. Your survival wasn't necessary. I simply wish you had lasted a little longer. And now you learn the true lesson of the Void. Only the strongest survive.
You heartless, heartless woman.
Finally, this madness is over. You have spared our people a dark fate, Overcrawler. The truth of our alliance must remain hidden for now. But you have our gratitude.
While the Queen's plans ended, I fear something worse looms in the shadows.
Oh, of course there was.
Only time will reveal if we hindered this unseen force or played into its hands.
Yes. Yes, our Trinity indeed. Oh my god, I got a mount! Well, I'll be damned. I'm gonna be really surprised if this was an automatic, if this was not an automatic mount, and I just lucked out. But I have a sneaking suspicion it probably is an automatic mount. Alright. Transmog, 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 transmog. Warp Curio. Summon in the cobwebs. Alright, so let's turn this in for something awesome. And I didn't get either one. God, rolled an 88 for one. And a wrist. Oh, I'm gonna have to beat a 93 for that one. Nope. And a finger. Oh, a 600 finger. Seal of Quinn. So, oh, got somebody rolled a 100. Somebody rolled a 100. I'm not getting that. Oh, God, and I rolled a 93 for it too. Couple of good rolls, but other people beat me out for it. You know, these suckers are high demand up when they're up for grabs. All right. No, that's kind of disappointing. But what you gonna do? Oh, wait a minute. Did I need to turn that in inside the raid? Oh, son of a bee. I got a feeling I was supposed to turn that in inside the raid. Crap. Well, you know what? Just for kicks, let's see if by chance we actually can turn it in. Oh, where the hell's the portal? There's my portal. Okay. Can't believe I did that. Can't believe I did that. I'm gonna be really annoyed with myself if I just jumped the gun on leaving that raid when I needed to turn it in. How much you want to bet me? I probably needed to turn it in inside. Well, maybe not. Maybe not necessarily. One way to find out, kids. Alright. Okay, so I am turning it in here. Fantastic. I'm turning this into a vizier, I believe. Yes, I am. Alright, good. I was kind of worried there for a second. Alright, so.
You're going to be interesting.
I take no pleasure in regicide, but it had to be done. And that's all he says. Well, let's see if he turns. Oh, contains 250 Valor Stones. And, okay, that does not put us over the top. And 2,500 with a vizier. And there's that. Set item level. Oh, that's one of those deal guys. Okay. So. Alright. And he says, Queen Ansurak is dead. With her tyranny ended, I can only hope for a better future. Who will lead us now? Is freedom worth the loss of stability? Perhaps questions suited for another day. Yes, now, maybe there's gonna be a civil war between the members of the Severed Threads to see who will be the new leader between Nizrak and the Weaver and the General. Well, we'll find out. We will find out in due time. But there you go, guys. That will do it. That is the conclusion of Nerub-ar Palace. Raid number 3 complete. We have now completed the storyline of our first raid for this expansion. So, there you go, my friends. That will do it. When I come back for my next video, it will be either to do some stuff with future unlocked quests after we have some more reputation added and unlocked here, or of course, I did promise I'm going to do an Earthen video at some point. So, that'll do it for now. Thank you so much for joining me as always. And we'll see you on the next one, whenever that may be.